This is the time to put our country before the Tea Party.
Where are the cooler heads in the Republican caucus? Where are they? They appear not to exist. Your caucus seems to be held hostage by extremists and have driven the moderates from the room and from the discussion. Allowing extremists to take over is doing harm to our country.
Does this mean that Speaker Boehner's bill to raise the debt limit and destroy Medicare would have failed if it were considered under suspension of the rules yesterday? That not one single Democrat voted for that bill because Democrats do not want to decimate Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid.
Is to start slashing Medicare and to start going after Social Security.
The only people who are cutting $500 billion from Medicare are the Democrats in their proposal.
Madam Speaker, let me yield myself 5 seconds to say that I thank the gentleman for once again pointing to the fact that there is nothing in the Boehner proposal that does anything to cut Social Security or Medicare.
Gentlewoman from California, the Democratic leader and a defender of Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security, Nancy Pelosi.
Is it on the level for America's seniors to pay more for Medicare for fewer benefits while we give tax subsidies to big oil? Is it on the level for us to throw people out of nursing homes by reducing Medicaid so we can give tax breaks to corporations sending jobs overseas? Is it on the level for us to make young people and their families pay more for their college education so that we can give tax breaks to the high end?
The frustration for me was knowing going in that evening that I'd already been made aware that this leadership, the leadership of the party on the other side, had whipped their members. So not a single member was ready on the other side to sit and talk to it.
The Speaker chose, when he didn't have the votes, instead of to reach out in a bipartisan way to see how we could work together, he chose to go to the dark side.
You got a kid who's maxed out the credit card at $14,000. The kid goes to the bank and the bank says, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you we're going to give you $2,400 more on the credit card, but you have to promise us over the next year you're going to spend $18 less than you planned on spending.
But eventually we have to realize we need to put institutional brakes on our spending because we cannot control our spending in this institution.
If we don't change the course that we've been on the last 4 years with an 82% increase in non-defense discretionary spending, we are not going to have resources for any of the things that my colleagues have talked about. What we need to do, and the message that has been set, is that for the first time ever, we are going to change business as usual.